It was probably the greatest of royal love stories, the marriage of Prince Albert and Queen Victoria. A new exhibition celebrating their art collection is going on display at the Queen's Gallery at Buckingham Palace. It's a collection unlike any other, and it shows a rather unexpected side to our longest reigning monarch. I visited the palaces where Albert and Victoria amassed their collection and spoke to their great-great-great-grandson, Prince Charles, about what it tells us about them. Osbourne House on the Isle of Wight, a palace by the seaside, where Victoria and Albert surrounded themselves with the gifts they gave each other. And there's a surprising amount of flesh on show. Victoria was clearly no prude.
One thing that strikes me at Osbourne is that Victoria surrounded herself with very sensual, even sexy, statues, paintings with lots of flesh on show and perfect bosoms. And given that Albert was looking at all these images as well, any woman would have to be pretty confident about her own physical attractions, not to feel at least a bit threatened by it.
I suppose if it was art, it was all right. It was one way, presumably, of having something like that. But it was always with a classical theme, wasn't it? So that, I think, helped to centre it a bit, rather than just the sort of titillation element, it seemed to me.
Albert and Victoria's was a necessarily formal relationship in public, but passionate in private. She commissioned this painting for Albert. It hung in his bedroom, for his eyes only.
She called it the secret painting, you know, of her with her hair loose. That was quite dashing.
It's rather come hither, isn't it?
Well, I think it was, but it was done entirely for him.
Victoria had 9 children, and she herself drew them over and over. Her eldest, Victoria, being fed with a bottle. Another daughter in pigtails. Another in elaborate fancy dress. Albert never saw Victoria's last gift to him, the mausoleum at Frogmore. Their love for each other inspired their love of art, and when he died, Victoria's passion for art died with him. And you can see that programme, Victoria, A Royal Love Story, at 7 o'clock on BBC One, and that's on this Sunday.